It's happening in your world even if you don't realize it. To look about you sometimes it makes you wonder. But in reality, awakening is a gift that life is offering to humanity. From where humanity is slowly but surely evolving, awakening would reveal certain aspects of being human that have been rarities to come forth. But those rarities reveal the acceptance of a gift as it begins to dawn within awareness. You might look and see that awareness also is a gift. It is a gift that you get to use and apply in any way and every way you so choose. You think of awareness, if you think of awareness at all, in terms of it being yours. In reality, awareness is universal. What you make of it then becomes personal, and it reveals you to the rest of universal consciousness, how you are perceiving yourself to be. When I speak of perception, do realize that I'm speaking in terms also of gifts. Because when you shift from one perception to another, you're in essence saying, I accept this gift as I perceive it to be. And according to my perception, then I choose to live it as me, and it reveals me to myself. Awareness, perception. We're speaking in terms of who you are, but to bring it to a place of who you believe you are, then of course must include your identifications with what you believe to be true. If I were to bring you up to the table of life and offer you anything and everything that you want, consciously you would say, how wonderful. I will go and take the very best there that is made available. But in reality, you see, the conscious you is the smaller you who is beginning to awaken. And the one who makes most of the choices and demands the most of your attention is the subconscious you. It is the more powerful you. But where it is right now and how it operates, it's heavily laden with your beliefs, your fears, your assumptions. And because it is so, it is the one who determines what it's going to take when it is brought to the table of life. And life says, please, take anything. Because you see, in essence, that is what life is doing. Life is always affording you the very best. If you go to life and you say, life, I want to have partnership that is meaningful. I want to have partnership that looks like this, that acts like that. You, in essence, are putting stipulations on life that is diminishing what life has to offer you in considerations to the limiting beliefs that you have inside yourself that act as if they were you. Your identification is a gift. But look and see how you're actually using the gift. You see, you can, if you so choose, ascend in consciousness and begin to identify with that ascension and begin to express yourself through rates of vibration that match that ascension and allow the gift to actually realize itself to you in ways that were you to stipulate it must be this way or that way, it would never occur. So if you look and you see identification, it's a very temporary situation. It can carry over for a lifetime, 2 lifetimes, but it is still temporary, you see. Because you, being the immortal being you are, that is the individuated aspect of Source itself, you are eternal. You have lived countless lifetimes, and you will live many more. Who you were before only allows you to come forward and be who you believe yourself to be now. If you hear my words, you're hearing also words of belief that if you look again and if you open to your inner being, you're going to recognize belief also is a gift. Because if I believe and I fill my belief with an energy of wonder, of joy, of anticipation of that belief coming to pass, then I again take the gift that was given to me. And I choose to use it in a way that allows me to rise above who I once perceived myself to be and enter into new dimensional realms that likewise have many gifts to offer you. And if you choose to stay where you are with your belief, then of course you're probably going to continue to experience the same blessings of the gifts in accordance to your awareness over and over and over again. And make no mistake about it, the blessing is not lessened at all. It's only operating in the frequencies of your tendency to believe yourself to be. Another faculty that I would want to bring to your attention that likewise is a marvelous gift is your imagination. You see, none of your life happens without the use of your imagination. If you imagine yourself to be poor, with faults, limited, and you keep imagining that over and over and over again, that's your use of the gift of imagination. But you see, your imagination allows you the ability to rise up with wings and soar above who you used to be. It allows you to look inside yourself and begin to see, I can't imagine anything that I want to. But if it's going to come to life for me, I've got to come to life with it. I've got to raise my rate of vibration. I've got to live that rate of vibration. And as I do, I find I soar in consciousness. And I imagine myself to be light and love. And my imagination confirms the reality that I am light and love, as I choose to live the light and love that I am imagining myself to be. I find myself becoming at one with a set of frequencies that ties me into totally different realities. Realities of fulfillment, of happiness, of grace, of joy, of peace, of ecstasy. And I find that what I used to imagine as winning the lotto, as being the solution, and I wonder why it never happened, is because the wisdom of life looked inside of me and saw what I really wanted was to feel secure. What I really wanted was to have that feeling of no need to try to make anything happen. And you see, those gifts, like all gifts, are available. All you have to do is open to them, and you'll begin to experience the reality of another aspect of imagining, and that is when you imagine all is well, and I have all that I need. And that when I say all is well, it is a continuum. Just as when I say I have all that I need, is a continuum that will carry on in my continued awakening to where the gifts that I live now will transform as I transform and become the gifts of a higher set of frequencies in a totally different realm of realities that I find will be populated with beings of comprehension and light awareness. Because, you see, that's the way the gifts work. They work in accordance to our choosing. And our choosing always reveals who we perceive ourselves to be. And the manifestations that come forth are simply to bring to our attention how we are imagining, how we are believing, who we recognize ourselves to be. So when you look out there and you see what you see, realize it's because of how you are seeing inside yourself. And if you wonder for a moment if there could ever be anything other than your current state with its attending realities, realize that that's the voice of life speaking to you. That there is more in your becoming for you to awaken to. That there is more to who you are than who you have currently recognized yourself to be. Gifts, boundless. Your use of them, always an opportunity for you to pay more attention. Have a focus upon what you do instead of an absent-mindedness, so that you can truly enjoy living you with that attending imaginative confirmation. Who I am imagining myself to be now is a confirmation that I have powers and abilities that are deeply embedded in me, awaiting my recognition so that I can live them even more fully. How do you do it? We do it like this. I believe you do it. For more information about the Metaphysical Church of Enlightenment or the Rodin Foundation, please go to our website at www.rodin.org. If you have been inspired by the revelations shared in these podcasts, please donate to the Rodin Foundation's ongoing efforts to help others help themselves at www.rodin.org/donate.